roughly 3 months or 500 days from when the French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius and Secretary of State John Kerry made this vague announcement.
We have 500 days to avoid a climate chaos.
It will be September 23rd. The occult beliefs of the Illuminati stress the importance of the dates following the autumn equinox. The occultists believe that a veil separating the earthly realm from the demonic realm reaches its most allowable for the transfer of demons until midnight on Halloween. The events leading up to, on, and nearly following the date of September 23rd, 2015 are numerous, and many of them are as yet unconfirmed claims. Note to mainstream media, unconfirmed claims here. We are simply taking a look at what is being said. A comet or an asteroid is said to be approaching Earth that will hit the coast of Venezuela and Brazil and create an extinction-level event. Of course, NASA is denying this, but why would they tell us anything? They're funded by our government. The update and the ramping up of the 666 logoed CERN Large Hadron Collider and the possible universe-destroying opening of other dimensions within our own dimension or access to a gate that has been closed, the culmination of Jade Helm, a large-scale PSYOP operation targeting pockets of the United States with the largest density populations of Patriot data to be utilized by military intelligence, and Canada's Maple Resolve operation, a large-scale readiness exercise movement of military vehicles. Meanwhile, the obvious closing of large retail chains due to online ordering beginning in August and resolving around early September. The strange part about the 6,000 plus stores closing is that eyewitnesses in Canada and America are claiming that closed Target stores in Canada are being used by the military. The Day of Atonement lands squarely on September 23rd, 2015. And heralds in the 70th Jubilee year, which the angel Gabriel delivered to the prophet Daniel, signaling the second coming of Christ, and the ominous historical meeting scheduled between President Obama and the openly blatant New World Order cheerleader, Pope Francis. The level of predictive programming leading up to this foreboding date with destiny has been ongoing.
The future is running out.
And yet everyone on the planet gets all worked up about these pointless little behaviors, blissfully unaware of the great vaporizing meteor due in 2015. Which obviously doesn't exist because I'm kidding!
Those with open eyes keep a watch as the elite gradually disappear to their cities underground.
I mean, basically, you got an underground roadway system here that runs all the way to Maine, to Washington, D.C., to Colorado. These locations go all the way to Area 51. These locations go all the way to Washington, D.C. There's access underneath the White House to this location. Well, forget the United States government. This is a headquarters for the Illuminati. This is where they'll ship most of their supplies.
Economic cycles come to pass.
This mystery of the Shmita has been affecting our lives from the moment we were born, really affecting from our bank accounts to world history itself. And we are in a Shmita year right now. That's one of the reasons I didn't want people to focus on dates. I do give dates, but it's a bigger principle. So this mystery begins actually on Mount Sinai. When the law comes, it's called the law of the Shmita. And basically, to understand it, it's this. Every 7 years was a Sabbath year. It's called the Shmita. And during that year, there was no reaping, no sowing of the land. Everything came to a rest. And on the last day of the Shmita, the last day was called, in Hebrew, was called Elul 29. That is the 29th day of the month of Elul. On that day comes a wipeout. All debt is wiped out, all credits wiped out, all the financial accounts are wiped clean. Now, the Shmita was supposed to be a blessing. But when Israel turned away from God, the Shmita comes back, not as a blessing, but as a sign of judgment on a nation that has once known God, but now is driving God out of its life. And this ultimately would lead to the destruction of Israel. So the question here is, could this ancient mystery, the Shmita, still be in effect? Could it be affecting us right now? Could it be a warning with what is happening in America? And the answer, and that's why I wrote the book, The Mystery of the Shmita, the answer is incredibly yes. It's in effect. It's affecting us. It has affected us. It is affecting us, and I believe it will affect us.
Again, we are simply evaluating the signs here, mainstream media. We wouldn't want you to be envious of our ability to analyze what you are paid to cover up. John Bound for Infowars.com.
I want to make this announcement now. It's going up as we speak, a day early.
To celebrate the birth of our country and give a big thanks to all the info warriors out there, we are now offering free shipping on every item shipped out of the InfowarsStore.com